Let's talk.
Nerd!
All right. Hey guys, let's talk nerds. Back at it again with our weekly podcast. Joined by myself, Spatial Hornet, and uh Reno and Wolf. Say hi, Wolf.
No.
No? Okay. Well, Wolf being his cheerful self as always. Today we're primarily just going to be discussing the last What If that came out. I'm very excited for it. This is the one that I've been waiting for ever since the show started. Black Panther's brother saves Tony Stark from being blown up. What's his name? Yeah, Killmonger.
Yeah, Killmonger.
It started off exactly what I kind of wanted. I was hoping that the series would have that the episode would kind of have Killmonger almost have like a redemption arc. Which at first I thought maybe it was going there, but obviously towards the end it just went back to his master plan of taking over Wakanda, which in this case he kind of did without like any near as much bloodshed as he did the first time, I feel, in the actual movie. But
yeah, he did it in a way where he only killed robots.
Yeah, and
Tony.
And Tony and War Machine.
Rhodey. Who else?
Yeah. But
those are only two he killed.
Well, he killed all those mercenaries, I guess. But yeah, I think that's it.
They're mercenaries. Nobody cares. Brody.
Oh yeah, Black Panther.
Yeah. Yeah, I was kind of hoping that it would be more like the redemption arc as well, not just like same route, different situations.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, yeah, once it started with, you could tell what his agenda was becoming. If Tony wouldn't have been smart enough to figure it out, Tony probably would have invaded Wakanda himself, even without the U.S. military. I mean, if
he would be smart and just make a treaty once he figures out there's people there, and since he's a guy that's pretty much books are better than bronze, just and so if he sees an invisible shield that's shielded that society from the world, he'd be interested in just pursuing their knowledge.
Yeah, but I would think he might be if somehow Killmonger could have framed Wakanda for killing Brody, that Stark probably would have been a little bit pissed.
Yeah,
but
that's kind of what pursuit made him into making the things. But you saw how smart Tony was with making what's his name, Jarvis record everything that happened there.
Yeah.
He recorded that and just caught him.
Mm-hmm.
But that leads me to the other thing that I did not like is that this is scientists building robots 101. Do not put the main compartments in the head of a robot. We've seen that even from the early 90s. That's when it's or not even early 90s, even before that. So it's just that you don't do that. That's a bad thing. No. And he did that anyways because putting the main compartments in the head is smart.
Yes, give them the obvious target, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the other thing is, and I always hate this when they show Wakanda, right? It's always melee combat. They always do melee combat, and it's you're supposed to be this super advanced society with laser guns and stuff, and you choose spears and rhinos with armor.
I'm pretty sure we talked about this when we watched it. Is that they could do with what Halo does with their the Covenant elites, just ranks between them. More the more important ranks are going to have the best armor. And the lower the ranks have good armor, but going to shittier. I guess, or just like the bad armor going to better, just like that. And they could
Yeah.
do that to their armors. Like you see their warriors, they don't have vibranium armor. They run with just like the regular metals that they make and just infuse with vibranium like shields and all that.
Or
But
those energy shields that they have.
yeah, which are cool. But that they could expand on their armor building a lot more. I know they're trying to keep it. Is it trivial or no?
Tribal.
That's tribal. Yeah, and that's I like that. But you can also have that aesthetic as well as futuristic. You see it in a lot of cultures from outside. Like if you look at, I guess Asian countries, especially Japan, when they implement samurai armor into their to whatever cultural like things they have, like anime. They could just implement their history into their technology. It's not unique. It's done everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, anime does that a lot when it comes to like implementing different culture and making it fit whatever theme they're trying to go to, whether it be futuristic or if they're trying to make it more like tribal feeling, or I don't know. It's just I understand that I want to keep like that African culture feel, but like at the same time, a lot of that, like if you look throughout history, a lot of that culture stuff typically adapts drastically as technology adapts as well.
Yeah.
So
Not think of it. They should put riot shields or those shields on rhinos. Just let them bulldozer the enemies.
Well, I hate those rhinos so much, not because they exist, but because they don't exist in the Infinity War.
Oh yeah, they were taking that. Oh,
Yeah, that was Endgame, was it? Yeah, but yeah,
Infinity War when they showed them. Well, they showed them for a few frames, or not frames, but just for a little bit. When with those, forget what they are. Those creatures that those, pretty much the ground troops, the grunt troops.
Yeah, infantry.
Yeah, the infantry.
What?
What? We just had a good discussion.
All right, guys. Sorry about that. We're back. Reno had some mic problems. Hashtag blame Reno.
Yeah.
Hashtag all Reno's fault. Yeah. So where were we? We were talking about. Let me see. We're talking about the ending of it, right? How he had managed to take back or get back into Wakanda.
Well, don't know, but let's say yes. Well, I think we were talking mainly about the kills, like he did in.
Oh yeah. His kill count didn't seem as high in this one.
Yeah, because he killed Black Panther, Tony, Brody. Yeah, I think that was it. Oh, and the mercenary guy.
Yeah, I did like the story. It's just I didn't like he wins. Like no matter what like you saw the ending where with the smart girl, I forget her name, but the smart T'Challa's sister, I guess.
Yeah.
Like she figures it out, goes to them and all that, but he has an iron fist already around, or not a fist, but let's say
Shari. I think her name is Shari.
Shari, yeah. Whatever that. Yeah. Like he already slithered his way around him, and it's already has him in his own chokehold. So he has a really hard iron fist. He's under his control. He did the right moves. He did like everything.
Well, and it didn't say how long that time span was when she found out either. It just cut to where she was in Pepper's office. So you don't know how long he has actually been Black Panther, because they cut to where he takes the medicine, and then they cut to that scene afterwards where we're going to invade Wakanda again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you can tell that he's a good military strategist.
Oh yeah,
you've seen what he does, and he's also good at playing with the strings, and like so he'll probably improve on Wakanda's military power and just use them to its maximum potential, and probably even help them out with a lot more things. I'm not sure if they're gonna go the range weapons route, because it's heavily Wakanda to not do that. But yeah, he's gonna probably bring in some, like, what's got outsider knowledge to better Wakanda, since and all that.
Wasn't that his, like, in the actual Black Panther movie? Wasn't that like his, like, what he started doing with, like, sending weapons to people all around the world?
Yeah, to the other undercover Wakanda agents. That's what he wanted to make Wakanda known.
Well, I think he wanted Wakanda to take over.
Yeah, world. Yeah, world.
Yeah, and that's mainly for something stupid, poverty. Like, it's not the issue itself is not stupid, but taking over the world and putting it under one control doesn't get rid of poverty. It creates a new type of it.
Yeah, you start making your own, like, class system, and
yeah.
Well, and
we should go back to what the not Romans. Yeah, Romans did. If you're slaves, you still get paid, and you can buy your freedom.
Mhm.
And then it goes to the upperclassmen and all that. Like, it's just like more. It's civilized. Of course, it still has slaves, but you can still buy your freedom as a slave. But the slaves weren't mistreated.
Yeah, and usually when Rome went and conquered some place, they would make the people actual citizens.
Yeah.
Where I don't think he had any intention of doing.
No, he seemed to mainly, pretty much. You seen what they do? Is just if you're black, you're considered Wakandian, or Wakanda.
Wakanda.
Wakanda. Like, I guess that would be the term.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like, just that'd be it. So it'll just create, like, the lower classmen will be everybody that's not black.
Yeah. Talk about
they had their tribes within Wakanda. They had their different. I think they had like four tribes. I'm not.
I just remember the gorilla. What was they called? The gorilla, like something gorillas, right?
Yeah, and they look like they were the lower class.
Well, I think they just were disconnected from everyone. Like they like lived up in the mountains away from everyone. But
yeah,
they introduced
like the first thing of, like, Killmonger's like actions would probably be to unify Africa, since he's been up there, and most of what's it called, Wakandians haven't really ventured off their little bubble, so he sees the problems of what's happening with not Wakanda, but Africa itself. A lot of poverty, like, human trafficking, and just pirates, and just people going to theft. Yeah. But yeah, there's a lot of problems with Africa that are happening. Like, of course, there's some of it. Some places are civilized and good, but most of it is just poor and barren, and it's just left for everyone to fight for each other, or fight for survival.
Yeah, something I really look forward to, especially when, like, the introduction of all these different societies, is like when they introduce Atlantis.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Are they going to introduce Atlantis in the What If?
I don't think it's going to be in the What If, but they've already talked about introducing, what's his name?
Nomar.
Nomar, yeah. They already talked about that, which includes introducing Atlantis. And that would it would be interesting to see all these different, like, other powerful civilizations and how they interact with Atlantis and Wakanda and such.
Yes.
Especially when it comes to the whole world domination thing.
Well, if we're talking about like Atlantis, Aquaman live action movie definitely beats all the fucking portrayals of it. Except comics. Comics is just random bullshit smashed together to expect it to make a good story. But like you saw that Kraken, but the big sea monster.
Oh yeah, the one from the deep or whatever. That was
that killed like hundreds and all that, and that's a patrol where you can show that Atlantis could easily take over the land dwellers.
Nah, Batman would stop him.
He strapped nukes onto himself and just jump into the mouth of that thing and still be alive.
Yeah.
Because he's Batman.
Oh, Batman. And then Superman would just be like, I give up.
I don't know what I noticed in the What If stories and the most of the movies is they kill off Tony Stark a lot. I think they killed off Tony Stark in like the last 3 episodes. And then he's already dead in the movie also. So I was just they really don't want Tony Stark in anything. It seems like.
I think it's because they know he'll steal the show. Like Wolf and I, when we watched the Marvel Rising show, which is about the up and coming teen heroes of Marvel, the 5 minutes that Tony Stark shows up in that show is like the best part of the show.
Yes, he just takes over.
Yeah, like his personality, the personality of Tony Stark is just too good. It's just too great. It's hard to explain. I don't know. It's not even just the actor. It's just that type of character just takes over, and it's funny. And that's probably why they can't risk having him around. Because in this last one, when he was still alive and shown, he was a fun character.
Yeah,
like he was.
Yeah, he is. But what I was thinking about is, what if they do like a what if about him killing the Winter Soldier?
Winning Civil War.
Yeah, yeah, Civil War, and he just like fucking like.
Yeah.
It's just in front of Captain America.
Captain America goes like just full evil.
Yeah, like that'd be a good conflict. Hydra, Captain America.
I think they do have a comic with Hydra, Captain America. But yeah, because they killed one the What If when the Avengers died. Tony Stark got killed off first.
Yeah, of course.
The zombie one, as you've seen, Tony, he got killed off by the Wasp in the beginning.
Actually, no, he didn't.
Wait. Because they showed him when Hulk crashes, it's Tony and all them. I mean, when they do the recap, they don't show how he turns into the zombie.
But no, I believe he just got swarmed. No.
Yeah, he was there with the
Wasp, like actually killing him, like the original Wasp. But the only one I do remember is just Hank Pym, just a mosquito biting Captain America.
Yeah.
Iron Man and all the others just got swarmed.
Yeah,
Iron Man should have died.
He should have flown away.
Yeah, he would have flown away, or just like done his like I talked about this things Iron Man 1 laser, just like the laser spin around.
I think that was Iron Man 2.
Yeah, 2, like do laser spin around, and he would have killed dozens.
Yep.
Yeah, because I mean, how could they bite through his suit?
Hey man, obviously,
are strong, but it would just dent the thing, not just bite through.
Obviously, with this virus allows them to develop the plot armor to bite with the power of fucking God, without breaking their teeth.
Without their teeth just popping out or anything like that, it just happens.
Yep.
Maybe they did, but they have reinforced gums.
Yes. They can really gum down their food.
But yeah, and then they killed him off in this one. I mean, he got speared.
Yeah, he got wrecked.
He shouldn't have done. Like, this is Iron Man. Like, of course, the stupid about the head thing, but he would have made 3.
Yeah, I would have think he would have made more also. than
Well, I
just
think-
one.
You just made more and just beat the shit out of him.
I think that he would have like since he knew about this before Killmonger was even there. I know he said he wanted justice, but I think he would have actually just like set a trap where he would have had like 50 soldiers just pop out of nowhere and surround Killmonger.
Yes.
Instead of
No,
like
no,
just
no. He does the laser grid from what's it called? Resident Evil, the live action movies. You know the inescapable laser grid.
just sitting there sipping his whiskey, like, yes.
Hey, that's one way to make him suffer. Like he thinks he gets it because it's like laser 1 down here, laser 2 up here, and laser 3 middle. just halfway once it gets to like halfway point. It's just a whole row of lasers that he can't dodge.
Just as a dial, he's just like switching it up and down, up and down.
I just hope they're building him up to be, to have his what if to be good, not just him dying repeatedly.
Yeah, I have an assumption. I know a lot of these what ifs are supposed to come together at the end, but I have an assumption that each one of these what ifs so far, like season 2, is going to be a continuation of each what if.
At least to the ones that left with to be
Cliffhangers.
continued.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Killmonger's one, definitely.
Captain Carter.
Yeah, Captain.
Oh yeah, shoot, that one definitely. The zombies too.
Mhm.
Well,
What
I mean,
else?
even the Black Panther in space, but I mean, he killed the
No,
Black
that didn't
Panther
really-
here, so
Oh yeah, but Black Panther from Star-Lord Black Panther didn't leave get left on a cliffhanger. Thus, the Watcher literally said his world died just because of
Yeah.
the ego.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, well,
Oh.
unfortunately, this world's screwed, but I
Yeah,
think
so-
Doctor Strange's world's dead. Like, I don't
No,
think he can.
No, it's not
No?
dead. He got his universe crumbled into a little
Pocket?
orb.
Orb, okay.
Yeah, that that he's not dead. He's just stuck in that orb, and just a lot of things. It's just he's not dead. That's all I can say. I can't go further on without it being a theory.
I really can't wait for the Watcher to, like, make more appearances. Hey, Pachulo is back, and he said, what it do, baby boo? I don't know who he's talking to, but... Hey, Chulo, does Pang look extra breedable still? I'll wait for him to respond.
how did you like
sorry.
the introduction to the probably the two new superheroes that they're gonna have? Probably Pepper and
Ooh, and submissive.
Pepper and who?
Pepper and Shahir.
Shahir?
Shahir.
I wonder if they'll make Shahir be Ironheart.
Oh, her.
Yeah, because I mean, they basically introduced them as two new superheroes, and you know, in the movies
Well-
that Pepper's already going to be Coast
Rescue.
Guard because she's
Coast
wearing the rescuer armor. So
Oh.
I wonder if Kira is going to make that armor for her, since Tony is obviously dead in the what if.
Maybe, but she wouldn't become Ironheart. She's a whole different character from Ironheart. She's just
I know,
another
but-
brains.
It'd just
Yeah.
be interesting to see because with these what ifs, anything's technically possible.
But
Yeah,
I mean,
she's
in
just
the regular movies, since Tony's dead too, she could be the one who fixes his armor, some of his armor and stuff like that for Pepper. Stuff if they introduce them together in the Avengers, if they have all girls.
Yeah.
Yeah. Change of topic, but this is something to do with the Spider-Man, and it's like Tom Holland's the guy that plays Spider-Man, like a contract. He supposedly has 2 more movies until there's either a renegotiation or Sony takes him away. And so that just since he has this No Way Home and another like main Avengers movie, I guess Avengers 2 New Generation, I guess. Like he has 2 though, so I just wonder what they're gonna do with him since he's showed in Endgames, so no, Infinity War, Civil War, Infinity War, Endgame, and 2 of his. So that's 5 movies.
Yeah.
So like they can't really end his story with like I'm pretty sure you heard of his theories of the multiverse.
Yeah, that's the whole Spider-Verse and stuff.
The Spider-Verse. They can't really end that on his movie because it's too short of a like at least for like a 2-hour movie, if it that is. And it's like since he's supposedly gonna be taken away, it's not gonna work.
But Chulo wants to know what your favorite Spider-Man is.
Me?
Yeah, or I guess all of us.
Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire? Yeah. And
Not
why?
or anything like that.
Is it because of bad Tobey Maguire?
Bad Tobey
Maguire. Yes.
I love those memes.
No, he just felt like the most Spider-Man, mainly because he's the interpretation of the Spider-Man show. The 90s Spider-Man show, and I did watch it as early as a kid. I'm more attached to him just because of that. See, he's like the best Spider-Man in my opinion. Like organic web shooters. Come on.
I was gonna ask, what do you think of because I guess that's a big debate is organic web shooters versus the mechanical ones.
Organic wins.
Yeah, I mean, I always thought that it made sense that he.
Yeah, the only times when he loses is because of him being depressed. You've seen it in his is it Spider-Man 2?
Yeah, where his powers like go away.
Yeah, just because he's depressed, he's troubled in his head. Just he doesn't know what to do, and so he goes through his own thing and just realizes that he should go. He is Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
He should continue and all that. Even with all the hardships, because with great powers, great responsibility. You know what's funny? If you want, I'm pretty sure you guys have seen the No Way Home trailer.
Yeah.
Well, he's in that trailer, he's basically doing the opposite. Like with great power, no responsibility. That's pretty much
so it's getting a big head.
Yeah. But what are your guys' favorite Spider-Man?
Ultimate Spider-Man, the animated series.
Yeah. If we could pick that one, that's what I would choose too.
I think it's a little unfair though, but I mean, I've never really been probably just Tobey Maguire as well. I just because I just think he was like one of the best of like you said, all around Spider-Man. Like he was a good Spider-Man, a great Peter Parker. Because then that's a problem that we talked about before when it comes to like characters like Batman and Spider-Man. You practically have to play 2 characters because Spider-Man's personality is a lot different than Peter Parker's personality. With that, you have, I think with Tobey, he just did both roles perfectly, or as perfectly as get them to be without having to have like a fucking dual personality. But other than that, I mean, I don't really have a huge connection to any of the other actors. I think who's the current one again?
Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, Tobey Maguire. Yeah.
Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man was he was the most comic accurate. He just didn't hit as hard because the first movie did fine. It gave him a sequel, but his second one flopped and stopped everybody from liking him just because the movie doing bad.
Yeah.
Like he was a promising Spider-Man. Just he got done dirty just because of how rushed the second movie was.
Yeah, he gets memed on a lot.
Yeah.
Pachula says organic webs for the win, but I feel Tom plays both parts better. I think Maguire is a good Peter, and Garfield is a good Spider-Man, but I think Tom portrays both better.
I'll give my opinion on that afterwards. But Reno, what's yours?
I don't really have a favorite Spider-Man. I like the newer one right now. He's okay, but I do agree with you with Maguire. He does play both Spider-Man and Peter better than all the other. I like how the mechanical webs, but I used to read the comics and stuff like that, and it just makes Peter more. you see a sciencey side more when he builds his spider webs and he has to make the cartridges and stuff like that. In the comic books, Peter was, he wanted to be a scientist. That's the reason why he was at the fair and got bit by the spider and all that stuff that's why I like that he builds his own webs and stuff like that.
Yeah, it shows more of his sciencey parts, so like nerdy and all that. You see it a lot with the newest one. It's like he likes Star Wars, and you saw him build the Death Star, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, which
That hurt. That hurt me so bad in that movie when I saw him drop that. I was like,
Well, yeah, I mean, the best Spider-Mans though is the cartoon, the Ultimate Spider cartoon is.
If we're going by cartoons, I disagree.
But I mean, even the animated series Batman, I think, was the best.
well, it's just hard to beat animated series. They can just land characters so much easier.
And I think Venom is supposed to be coming out October 1st too, so I'm looking forward to that. And do you know if they're gonna incorporate Spider-Man with that Venom, or
no, they're not.
They're not going to at all.
I think you'd have to get Sony and Disney to play nice with each other.
Yeah, and so that Venom has built his own universe to an extent where it'll be weird to put Spider-Man in there.
Which is kind of weird though, because Venom is only the way he is in the comics because of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But let me see. Chulo says, to me, Toby is nostalgia. That's why most people pick him. I used to be that guy, LOL. But Tom feels the most organic in the role. And then he says, Spider-Verse is the GOAT. Yeah, what are we saying? We all know who the best Spider-Man is. It's Miles Morales.
He's a good Spider-Man, but I wouldn't say best.
Yeah, I know.
But once you get to his physical peak, he'd be the strongest Spider-Man, just because of invisibility and bioelectricity.
And I think that was one of the games too that was on the PS5 pieces. Is there's going to be a new Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Yeah. But
well, it's going to have Venom, and it's going to have both Peter Parker and Miles.
Who knows if it's going to be like 2-player or just you can switch between them.
That'd be cool if it was 2-player.
But yeah, like what I want to say about Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man is that he's a good Spider-Man. I just don't like his kiddish personality. He's too much of a kid to me. Like it's hard for me to actually get attached to him. I like his hero Spider-Man the best because he does more and expands on that. And I gotta say that's what beats him, or what makes him better than the other two. He has a better hero Spider-Man. But as a person himself, I don't like how much of a kid he is. He's a 12-year-old stuck in a 17-year-old's body. That's what I get the feel of. And I don't like that. Like, you see how he reacts. He's too awkward and just too explosive with how he is. It's like, I just don't like how kiddish he is. And that's my problem with Tom Holland. But
yeah, I mean, I will say this: nothing will ever beat a bad Tobey Maguire.
No, nothing.
But which Aunt May do you like better?
Oh, now we're getting a hard question. Hard question.
Moral support, I gotta say, Tobey Maguire. But aunt from Tom Holland. It's like Tom Holland's aunt, yes.
But Chulo says Tom's. With lots of exclamation marks.
Yeah, but do you think an older Aunt May would teach Parker more than a younger Aunt? Because even in the comic, Aunt May is pretty old, and that's when he gets his powers. If she was younger, do you think Peter would learn more from?
Well, it depends because Aunt May is more of a supporting character, not like Uncle Ben, where he just like gets shot and his last words are just like, "Be a better person." It's like Uncle Ben had more of that wise man. What's got Aunt May has more of that grandma love. Like she'll support you no matter what. She'll try to keep you out of trouble from what's wrong and right. Just get you in the right side.
Spider-Verse Aunt May baddie. Well, I was gonna say because remember the Ant-Man from Ultimate Spider-Man?
Ultimate Spider-Man? No.
The animated series on Disney XD.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Aunt May.
Yeah, Aunt May. Remember, I kind of like that Aunt May because she had because she really goes to that like supportive role where she's usually there for Parker when obviously he needs her, but like she's like also never around because she has all her hobbies.
Oh,
Oh yeah. It's just that cartoonish spin.
Yeah.
But I do like the Spider-Verse Aunt May, where like what's got Peter Parker. I guess that's his name. Like as the was the good Peter Parker blonde and has everything straight. Like I liked his Aunt May, where just like their secrets, his secrets known to her, and they have like this whole layer and all that.
Yeah.
She's by far my favorite from the animated universe or animated world, because she pretty much understood what Peter Parker was doing and just helped him out.
Yeah. Okay, now Pachulo wants to know on off topic, what's your favorite Batman?
Michael Keaton.
George Clooney Batman. The nipples.
Honestly, if we're talking live action, I have none.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, like I said, Michael Keaton is my favorite Batman, but that's just because.
Chulo, you old bastard.
Yeah, that's because, like I said, I grew up with that, and he was the first actual. Well, not the first, but the movie Batman.
I mean, when it comes to my favorite series with Batman was, I forget who the director was, but the original like trilogy in the mid 2000s.
The Dark Knights. Oh no.
Yeah, the dark. With,
wasn't it Michael Bay?
Was it Michael Bay? I don't. But wait. I just remember that was like a series that I wish would have continued because it did a great job of portraying Batman more original aspect. And
was like is that the one where the Joker was?
No, Christopher Nolan.
He was in that straitjacket. Is that the animated series you're talking about?
No,
we're talking about the live action.
Oh, live action.
The one where the Joker, the actor, ended up killing himself afterwards.
Oh, okay.
Which I think is one of the Christian Bates Batman, yeah. But it was answer Chulo's secondary question is our favorite Joker. When it comes to live actions, that is my favorite Joker.
Heath Ledger's Jokers. That's the best.
Yeah, Keith Ledger.
He did the best person, like the best Joker. Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. He's okay, but he's more on the he's the tormented like side of just like he's just more he's troubled in the head. He's crazy, and he's not Joker. He's just he is Joker. Just
he doesn't feel like Joker.
He doesn't have the aura of Joker. Mm-hmm. You know how Joker has this you say the wrong thing to his face with his with his background, you're certainly dead. Mm. Like he kills without remorse. He kills without thinking. He gets a laugh from everything. Every kill is a laugh.
Yeah.
Everything he does is a joke that kills millions.
Yeah, I think the Joker from Christian Bates movies was such Nolan?
Yeah, Christopher Nolan.
Nolan? Okay. But I think his Joker, while it stayed true to the character, but it also just took such an original take. That's something I hate is like people say, oh, well, it's not completely accurate to the comics.
Well, it's hard to get completely accurate to the comics since it's so random.
But people get so mad about it, where I think that they took the character and they respected it, but they also took a very good like spin on it. with the way they portray his character.
Yeah, I wonder what they're gonna do with the next Joker movie if they're ever planning on doing one. Because he's not a bad Joker. It's his background, you know.
I don't know.
It's
That
what-
movie was very Joker movie was very. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Jared Leto Joker. Who is that? The
Justice League Joker.
okay, that's what Chulo said he would like to see them expand more on. He said it's not his favorite. His favorite's Ledger's, but he said he would like to see more of it.
Well, the thing about that Jared Leto Joker is like, as a Joker himself, he's bad. he was shown bad. But if we get into Nightmare Joker, from that part of this league, he was probably be better since it's shown more of a interesting Joker. But let's talk about the actor Jared Leto. He was weird. he sends condoms, used condoms at times, to his co-workers just to get in the mindset of Joker, and sometimes even dildos, like just things.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I'm surprised he didn't like get charged with like harassment or something, or just fired.
But he was a weird Joker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another reason I don't like this Joker is just he's too sexual. Like you seen him how he acts with things. So like he's kind of more of a like, I'm gonna do some rated X things to you.
Yeah. Especially when it came to Harley.
With my second head.
How about animated wise? Because obviously, I mean, we know animation just takes the cake on all Jokers, but
not to biggie bag on animated Joker, like not animated, the animated series. But I did like that animated Joker from there. He had a lot of like ups and downs. Like what you got? You don't evade the IRS. Like,
yeah, that was. You can't evade the IRS. You crazy? He definitely has a great meme Joker, but my favorite Joker was from the Batman.
Yeah, that's my second. The Batman Jokers is definitely
especially
a good one.
That Joker, especially just because of how he fights.
And that was the one with the straitjacket, right?
Yes, he has like the straitjacket, and he could literally.
I'm changing my answer. It's got to be Lego Batman Joker.
Oh yeah, Lego Batman Joker is funny.
He's the best Joker. That's hands down. You disagree with me? You're just wrong.
I am your number one villain. I don't have a number one villain.
What about you,
Reno? I like to fight around. Joker. Who's your favorite animated Joker, Reno?
In the Joker in the animated series.
Fair,
yeah.
Fair.
I mean, I think he was a very original one and stuff, and he always Harley was always there with him, and he always had the two hyenas.
Hyenas. Well, wasn't Harley introduced in that show?
Yeah. First introduction. Let's talk about Harley and Joker's relationship. Harley, like
I think it's very healthy.
Obvious things, but which one do you think had the best interpretation? I liked Batman the animated series relationship because it showed Batman telling try to get it into Harley's head that he doesn't Joker doesn't want him. He's not there for her. Everything she does gets ignored. You see her slowly realize that by the abuse that keeps happening to her, or like time over time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but she always ends up going back. That's the thing. She always ends up going.
Yeah, she has that battered wife syndrome hard. But yeah, I mean, I like the animated series one. I mean, that to me, that's what I mean, I know they have tried to portray Harley Quinn as this anti-hero character, but she's just not an anti-hero. I don't care what people say. She is not an anti-hero. She may not be exactly a villain anymore, but she's not an anti-hero. She's just not. She is a
murderer.
Yeah. And I think that the original animated series really portrayed her how she was supposed to be. Unfortunately, Harley Quinn was Joker's bitch. That's what she was. I know a lot of people don't like that, but it's better than what they did for Wonder Woman when she first came out. So.
Yeah, she was made just for Joker.
Yeah, that's it. She was Joker's side chick.
Side chick. Yeah.
But I mean, I like the Harley Quinn TV show. I mean, I think that they gave a great that was a good way to like expand on her character and try to change her, but I still just don't see her as anything else. And then the Joker, but that's what was it called? It's funny when they like, oh, we're going to change her origin story. It's like, nah, her origin story is still she the Joker.
She dated the Joker.
Okay, she dated the Joker. Margaret Robbie, I'm guessing that's the actress that plays Harley.
Well, I think she does play a good Quinn, but
well, that's no. Poppy Chulo put that in the chat and it had like 3 drool emojis.
Oh.
I don't have much. What do you say? I wasn't into her like the movie she's in. She probably is a good Harley Quinn. I just didn't care to watch the Suicide Squad movies.
Well, unfortunately,
of that thing she was in.
She's a good Harley in bad movies.
Well, they have to write, if they want to write a movie about Harley Quinn, they have to have the conflict. Which they tried to do that in Suicide Squad a little bit, where they're showing it, but they just don't. They have to have that story in there, and plus, like,
there's too much going on.
Yeah, well, plus, like you said, Joker will always win over Harley because she loves him. That's just their story. She will always go back to him. She'll always do whatever he says, and if she doesn't, Joker will manipulate her into doing something that she don't want to do anyway, and then she'll go back to him anyway because that's just Harley's story.
Honestly, the way I can see them, it's over this loop where it's just the same thing happening, or it's the same like different time storytelling. That they do what Harley Quinn, her series or her show, what did implement Ivy, Poison Ivy, get that sisterhood. Yeah, just get her to talk to somebody that understands her. And Ivy's is weirdly enough that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, so that could spring to like the lesbian relationship.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna like.
It's funny because if you really wanted to have in modern day, they really wanted to have a kind of woke story that talks about abuse, that shows that off, shows you could have lesbian relationships in it. It'd be a Harley movie.
Yeah.
Of like showing her trying to get away from her abusive relationship and going off with Ivy.
Yeah, and I feel like they could do her because would this be the first time Ivy's shown? No, in the original Batman Robin movies, she was shown there.
Yeah, she was very shown.
But yeah, they could re-show Ivy. She doesn't really have much of a widespread she's not shown like in anything. She probably would be referenced, but she's not shown. And since many of these movies are marketed to normies, I say like Abby would definitely need to be brought up for for future Harley Quinn development.
I would love to see more. Oh, well, before I go off on this tangent, fuck Ivy because Kite Man, but
Yeah, Kiteman.
well, Kite Man got done dirty.
Kiteman was a good person. They did the thing where just nice guys always lose.
Yeah, nice guys always lose. It's even the lesbians. But I would like to see more adaptations of Dr. Freeze.
Ooh.
Because if you remember from the it's ironic. One of my favorite Dr. Freezes is the one from the Batman series as well. Like and that's kind of like his design. I like not necessarily maybe that's just his character, but his like design because like the iceberg head and stuff.
Yeah, but Dr. Freeze from the Batman you're talking about?
Yeah, the Batman, the one with like the joke. I don't know. I just think that the Batman series, when it came to portraying characters, just did a very like good and original job. Even the Penguin in that was really good.
If we're talking about Dr. Freeze, my favorite's got to be by far the Arkham games. Dr. Freeze.
Okay.
You don't like
Yeah.
Arnold Dr. Freeze?
What?
You don't like
Wait,
Arnold
wait.
Dr. Freeze?
No.
No.
Pachulo says that he demands a guest call on this show because I'm sick of Wolf's shit.
What? Did I insult his things?
I don't know. What did Wolf do to provoke such hatred, Pachulo?
I stand by what I said.
I don't know. We said a lot of things there, so I don't know exactly what you said that triggered him. Wow! This is crazy. We got our first #1 fan and our #1 hater, all in one.
You know, I'm glad that he's my #1 hater.
Wolf has a #1 hater. I'm surprised it took this long.
Right? I expected like episode 1 fucking canceled.
Oh wait, nobody could hear him though. Now they could hear him.
Yeah, true. Now they can hear him.
They can hear my sexy, fabulous voice.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh wait, let me do what those what guys around my age think it's not. Hey, what's up? Hey, no. I saw you, and I must talk like this. You just lowered your voice.
He says his Spider-Man take and his Quinn take. I hate Wolf. Wait, didn't we all kind of have us down with Wolf? Didn't we all have a very similar opinion on Harley though?
Yeah.
I mean, fire lives matter. Oh, okay. Sorry, we can't promote activism here, Chulo.
No. But let's get off the topic of Batman. Let's go to Spider-Man. We kind of said he was the original topic of this. What villains do you want more light on Spider-Man villains?
That's what I was gonna actually say. Is that's what sucked about a lot of like the newer movies. Is I feel like the villains weren't like they were okay, but they weren't like as good as the shoot. I always get the original trilogy Spider-Man.
Sandman.
Sandman, Dr. Octopus, Green Goblin. I think all those villains were done so good.
Well then, and how they ended it too. I thought they were gonna have the Fearsome Five. I think they were.
Well, they were, but production ended there.
Yeah, I was looking forward to that. That's why I'm still hoping that they'll do that.
I think we're gonna be hoping for a while because I think that series is over, Peng.
Well, they could still bring back the characters,
but
and I think
progressing his role.
Yeah, the guy who's playing. So yeah, they might be coming back, or they said they were gonna come back. The Doctor.
Oh, and Green Goblin. Green Goblin's coming back.
Yeah, so it still might be in the making.
Electro was dope.
The CGI was terrible, but as a character himself, he's not bad.
Yeah, he was a very tragic character.
He was a character that could have been promising, but Again, this Amazing Spider-Man's movie or second one was rushed.
At least I will say this. At least with the Amazing Spider-Man, they really kept to the. They actually brought out some of the dark parts of Spider-Man's character in his comics. Of like, who was it again? Was it? It was Gwen. Yeah, actually dying.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah, in the comics, that was the first.
That was the end of the.
That was the end of the. They called it the golden ages because that was the first good character that died. That superhero that died.
That was the end, right? Like that's what they called the end of the golden age.
Yeah, the end of the.
Before they had reboots.
Yeah, but I mean, she did. They did bring her back because she becomes Spider-Gwen. But I think that's what a whole new universe, right?
That's an alternate universe.
Yeah, that's
I hate how Sony trolled us with Glover in the new Spider-Man. Glover, Glover.
Who? I know that name. No, I do not.
I'll wait for Chulo to elaborate more.
Childish Gambino? Is that who he's talking about? The black guy. I think I know he's talking about. He's actually canon in the Spider-Man game, in that game, the live-action movies.
Oh yeah, what's he do?
Miles Morales as a character is canon.
Okay. Okay.
No, that's that. It's the uncle. You know the Panther guy, not Panther.
Scorpion, or not Scorpion?
The from the multiverse. The guy.
Yeah.
Make him.
Sound whatever. Yeah.
Childish Gambino is that guy. I forget. I don't know his real name, but I know who he's talking about. Is that what he said?
He was supposed to be Miles Morales until they announced Tom as Peter. I guess. So yeah, it's about Miles Morales. So he got trolled. Well,
don't worry. He's suppressing the as
Wait.
He's gonna be the uncle.
Didn't Sony make one of the Tom Holland movies?
Probably.
Like what? Didn't they make the one like the one that came after Civil War or something? Didn't I thought Sony was one that headed that?
Yeah, they did. That's the first one was heavily theirs.
Okay. But yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see where because there's just so much stuff they can do with Spider-Man at this point, and characters, so many characters.
Yeah, well, he's one of those heroes too that he has a lot of enemies. Just a lot of stories that you could spin on.
Yeah.
Especially with the multiverse.
Implement some time travel.
Yeah. We know they don't. What time travel? They don't like time travel.
Yeah, they don't. But I do hope they get to a point where they introduce Mahel O'Hara, Spider 2099.
Oh yeah. That's when he goes to that animal world.
Animal world? No.
Yeah. Yeah, there's one in the I think it was the Spider-Man, one of the Spider-Man cartoons where it ended is he blasts off with Venom and Carnage because they were trying to take over this rocket ship, and then the rocket ship gets shot off course and they end up in this animal world.
Here's animal or like a dinosaur, or like a Jurassic period type
no,
of
like humans, but they're animals. And they're fighting.
Oh. Well, I don't know.
Well, Spider-Man 2099 is supposed to be from like a future Earth.
Yeah. He's from the future.
Yeah. But I don't know. I want to see Spider-Knight. I mean, it'll never happen, but I want to see Spider-Knight.
Damn, but Spider-Knight definitely the best.
Yeah, fucking love Spider Knight.
What type of source of magic did you do to make light indoors with this switch?
Or I wouldn't mind seeing an entire animated movie, even if it was a silent film of Spider Noir.
No. Well, I would like Nicolas Cage to do that, but no. Spider Knight first. Spider Knight.
Yeah. Oh, Spider Pig origin film. Yes, that's a good one.
I'm pretty sure you can actually see that. There's an actual cartoon
Is it?
for him.
Oh.
Yeah.
I know.
Chill,
I know.
get you that
Spider
link.
Pig has a comic book.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure they did like a cartoon where every every character is like an animal or some sort of it.
Okay. Iron Mouse? Wasn't it that thing? Iron
Yeah,
Mouse
Iron
in that?
Mouse.
Yeah. And I guess it'll be interesting to see what happens because there's that Marvel Midnight Sun game coming out beginning of next year, and that's going to have a lot of characters that haven't been portrayed in a long time. You got Ghost Rider, you got Blade, whoever that new chick is, new magical like it's going. I think that's something that's been really underused in the Marvel as of like the last decade. It's just magic.
Really
you have Doctor Strange.
Future technology.
Yeah, like you have Doctor Strange, but you don't really see him. Like, you see some cool like with like the sorcery and like the mirror dimension stuff, but you don't really see like the whole cosmic realms and different types of sorcerers and like it'd be cool to see more of that or like the demonic beings and stuff because you have all these different gods and like it'd be cool to see Hercules eventually.
Ooh.
Yeah. But what do you think, Pang? Want more magic?
I do want.
Oh, just in general. I would like to see. I think it's something I talked to some people before. Like I think I talked to you, Pang. In a lot of these movies, like Ghost Rider and Blade, were just way before their time. Hellboy.
Yeah.
They were just.
Hellboy. Damn, that's a good series. 3 movies, right? 4?
What?
3 Hellboy movies?
Yeah, well, they had the 2 original, and then they had like that remake of recent.
Yeah. I mean, and the remake was good too, but it didn't. I don't think it did big in the box office or anything.
Nah, I don't think so. But
well, the thing about Hellboy is it's like it's been a lot of time since the originals, so a lot of people probably forgot about this person who Hellboy is and just consider it another
And I think they had an animated series also.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I never saw the Hellboy series if there is one.
Yeah, me neither. But like, because it's funny, they had such perfect actors for all those characters, but because they were like before their time.
Well, Blade, yes. Ghost Rider, no.
I like Ghost Rider's actor.
Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage.
I like him, but we could have definitely got a different one. But I would still be fine if he still could, played as Ghost Rider. It's just that I think there's somebody else better suited.
Who can play Johnny better? So who do you think would play a good Johnny then?
I don't have names on actors, but Johnny Depp.
Okay, wait, hold up. Crazy topic then. What character from DC or Marvel do you think Johnny Depp could play the best?
Ooh. I guess Lucifer, DC.
Lucifer, DC?
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah,
I think the guy who plays Lucifer, he plays him really well. That show.
Chulo! Oh my god, Wolf! Chulo's gonna be your designated hater for life.
Why?
Like, don't disrespect Cage like that. I hate you, Wolf.
Your generation's already disrespecting him. He's the reason why he hasn't been acting. Or all that. He got slandered really hard.
What was that? Wait, Rena, who did you say for Johnny Depp?
No, I just said the guy who plays Lucifer now on the show is a really good Lucifer.
Okay, because he says he agrees with you.
I forgot what that.
He's a
Tom something.
Johnny Cage is a national treasure wolf.
Johnny Cage. Well, I don't know what actor could be playing him.
Tom Ellis plays Lucifer.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm surprised you actually watched the show Lucifer. I finished that.
No, a new episode just came out on Netflix.
He finished them.
Oh, you already finished
Yeah.
it? Yeah, I haven't even watched them yet.
I finished the series, and so I guess that's the conclusion to the whole series.
So that's the new episodes is the conclusion.
Yeah, it's the final season. Until they decide to come up with something random, where it's just like cosmic entities.
Well, I mean, I thought it was done after they stopped showing it on TV, and then Netflix picked it up. So, you know.
Well, it makes sense. Like, cable TV isn't doing good, so they had to go to streaming.
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage, I feel like he could. Honestly, he should keep playing Noir, Spider Noir.
Yeah.
Voice. I feel like he could actually be a good Spider-Man Noir.
It's been fun hearing like a lot of these current voice actors for like the animated stuff.
Definitely.
But he said Mysterio for I think Johnny Depp.
Yeah, well, if we're talking about,
Or are we talking about it was either Johnny Depp or Johnny Cage? I don't know. I'll wait for him to respond again.
it's either one, but Mysterio's already done by that Quentin Beck. I don't know his actual name, but I know his villain name.
Oh, I wonder if Johnny Depp could do a good Lobo.
No, Lobo is more of a interesting character. He's a thrill seeker. Have you seen from what pretty much what Johnny Depp does? He doesn't play thrill seekers that well. Well, he hasn't really played any thrill seekers.
Yeah, he's more just a
And Lobo
chaos.
Lobo is bounty hunter / biker type guy.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp, Tom. I wonder who he could play.
Mr. Gold.
Nah. It'll be an honor if he could actually do that, but he wouldn't do a good Booster Gold. Booster Gold deserves somebody else. No, Booster Gold could probably be played by the boys. The evil Superman.
He
Well,
could.
not evil, but
You think he'd play a good Booster Gold?
Yeah.
Well, he is cocky enough, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, he's playing a troubled, cocky character.
Yeah.
All he really is a cocky with a little bit more of a fame seeking. That's what Booster Gold is, and I feel like he could actually betray the character development of Booster Gold really well, because he learns to be a hero because of his friend, the Blue Beetle, original Blue Beetle.
Yeah.
And I feel like they could do good.
Could have been a good Doctor Strange. I don't think he'd be a Doctor Strange. Just isn't really. I don't know. I think Johnny Depp. I think more wacky characters, like wacky chaotic characters. I don't know. I guess he did play the Native American in the Lone Ranger.
Oh, Tonto.
Yeah, Tonto, which apparently means I know nothing. So I guess he can play serious characters. Nightwing.
He has a personality, but he's not young enough.
Could he be a Flash?
No.
Ooh, no.
Loki? He probably could have been a great Loki.
Yeah,
if they would have casted him like originally, he probably would have been a great Loki.
Yeah.
Have you watched the Loki series?
Me and Wolf totally didn't watch that together.
No.
The alligator Loki?
Yes. Yes, he is the best Loki.
Yeah, that's my favorite Loki.
Who was that? Who was that Loki's Thor?
Frog Thor, I believe.
Frog Thor?
Yeah.
Huh.
Frog. No,
Frog.
Or-
Throg. That's his name. Throg. His name's Throg. Yeah.
Frog.
Yeah, Throg.
So Thor was a frog in that universe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Held the hammer with his tongue. You don't want to know what that tongue does.
Phantom Stranger.
The Phantom Stranger?
Yeah.
I don't think they've ever shown the Phantom Stranger. I know they showed the Spectre in the Arrow universe.
But like the Phantom Stranger, he could do like a good detective crime solving mystery thing.
Well, if that case, I think I would rather just see the Question get introduced.
Oh, he could actually do a good Question.
Yeah, fuck yeah, he could.
I forgot the Question's a character because of his name being the Question.
But yeah, he would fit the character, especially if you take like the way he was in the Justice League Unlimited show with like his quirky randomness. He'd be perfect for that role.
And Huntress is Bae.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's one of my favorite power couples.
Yeah, that could work.
Gambit.
Ooh, Gambit, but no. Gambit is more of a. Have you seen the original X-Men?
Yeah.
Like the show, I mean.
Yeah, the cartoon?
Yeah, the cartoon.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you've heard how he sounds.
The one with the amazing plot.
Well, that was like they followed the comic book to that cartoon.
So, who do you think can play who do you think can play Wolverine now?
It's got to be Hugh Jackman. Still
You got him all riled up with that.
You can't replace him. He's gold. Like, if you replace him, there's got to be somebody, just somebody that looks similar to Hugh Jackman. He literally just fucking put on the shoes and just like a perfect fit. just did his thing great.
Hardy?
That's the guy who plays Venom.
Yeah, that's the guy that plays Venom.
Who replaces Iron Man? I think no one.
Well, that's what we were talking about that earlier. That's gonna be the
Tom
next
Hardy
generation of kids that will see
the next Iron Man.
Yeah.
Because there's no way they ever gonna make a new Iron Man in our generation.
Yeah, not anytime soon.
But yeah,
We'll probably.
Tom Hardy would be a Sabretooth.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he would be a good Sabretooth.
How about John Cena?
John Cena?
Who did he play in the current Suicide Squad? He played someone, right? Was it Javelin?
Don't know.
Who?
No, it wasn't Javelin. John Cena. Who did he play in the current Suicide Squad?
He played.
I saw they were trying to use Harry Potter for the new Wolf. What? Daniel Radcliffe. Did he get like really buff or something?
John Cena played Peacemaker.
Peacemaker.
Oh yeah, what I was trying to show.
How about the guy who played Aquaman? Did he play Wolverine?
I think he's too tall.
No. He's too tall and he's too tan, I guess. Is the best way.
Too tan.
he's too godly looking.
I don't feel like he could play good Wolverine, but he did fit the Aquaman role for what he is, like really well.
Man, Chulo and you just do not agree on anything. I think next episode next week, guys, we're gonna have a special guest star. We're gonna have a debate between Chulo and Wolf here.
But yeah, this is what I wanted to show you. Like here, Gambit.
I'll take these.
You must like to play cards.
I like solitaire, okay? Unless I got someone
But I wanted you to hear
to
Gambit.
play with. Let's have a kiss before you go, huh? You're not winning the game yet, Sharon. Could be you need incentive. How about the winner get a kiss from the loser?
But he has like a not southern accent, but he has a very heavy like accent. So like a city boy.
Because did you like the Gambit in the Wolverine movie? And the X-Men Wolverine. What was it? Or it wasn't Origins, was it? Was it Origins?
Yeah, Origins.
The one with the really shitty Deadpool.
Oh, I don't remember. I watched the movie, but I don't remember Gambit.
Yeah, he was in the bar, I think, and then they fought out in the.
Yeah, and then he helped him get to the island. Poppy 2 says nope. Huh. Yeah, I mean, I didn't really know. So at that time when I watched that movie, I wasn't a huge follower of X-Men, so I didn't really know who Gambit was. So just seeing how that character was. Well, shoot, Wolf, how old would you have been? Like 6 when that movie came out?
So I can still watch movies and like that today.
I know, but like, no, I'm just saying, like, if you would have watched it when it first came out, you probably wouldn't have known who any of the characters were too much.
No.
But anyway, I thought he was a pretty cool looking character. Because he just the way like the effects with the cards and stuff, how he was like doing the tricks and whatnot.
Yeah.
But do you think they could replace Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool now?
And looks, yes. In personality and acts, no.
Yeah, I think Ryan Reynolds is just too good at that role. I couldn't think of anyone else to replace him.
Yeah, he's good at what he does. Is that like you can definitely get a more comic accurate Deadpool, but it doesn't matter when you know his is that his skin is like tearing apart and all that. So it wouldn't matter if he has a good matching actor.
Mm-hmm. Agree with Wolf for once. Didn't they confirm a Spawn movie not too long ago that they're making one?
I don't remember.
I know the Spawn series. I really enjoyed that when I was younger.
Of course you did. Your generation just loved fucking edgy shit. Fucking 90s kids.
So it was a really good series, and they followed the comic really good.
Yeah. Have you seen the Robot Chickens Blade?
I haven't watched any Robot Chicken.
Yeah, pretty much he set up a shop about Blade selling blades. and his shop is called Blades. It's just funny. I recommend that to just be seen just once.
I can't wait for Morbius and New Blade. Are you sure? Yeah. Are you sure? Who? Are you sure that whoever they have played a New Blade's going to be able to live up to who is it?
I don't know, but
Wesley Snipes.
Yeah, Wesley Snipes.
I mean, it's been so long since we saw Blade that I think.
Yeah, but he did so good.
He did a good Blade.
Yeah, he did do a good.
The only thing that sucks is that about his movies is the humor and everything's outdated. And the expectations for movies are a lot higher.
Yeah, it's a lot of those movies, like the old Batman movies and some of the old, even the old Spider-Man movies. People now, they don't really enjoy it as much as when it first came out, and at the time they were groundbreaking.
I mean, all those movies were just like, they're just pop them out.
Yeah, I mean, even Blade too. I could watch it now, and even back then when I watched it, I wish they had a better bad guy on. I think all three of the Blades.
Like they didn't have a good, outstanding antagonist.
Yeah,
it was more just like Blade being badass with blades.
I think that the Dracula one he was a good antagonist.
Was that
at least that was the third one? But I mean, I think like as a storytelling wise, it was like the first one was kind of weird, like the whole blood, like that villain was like I didn't really like at all. It was a good origin story for Blade, I guess, but The second one I thought was a really unique story because they took the whole idea of like some vampire strain that like feeds on other vampires, and like it really like dove deeper into the whole like vampire cult stuff. And then you had the third one, which had Dracula, which you gotta love Dracula versus Blade. Like that's just a classic.
And you got to remember too, when this came out, there wasn't a lot of hoopla with how vampires are like now, or like a couple years ago, where everybody loved vampires and they wanted to see vampires every second, and the sparkly vampires and the
White teenage girls.
yeah.
They want to see vampires and wolves,
I mean, now I think they have a better, even with effects and stuff like that for vampire movies, make a very good. I mean, even zombie movies, zombie games are way better than they used to be.
That's what Pachulo says. Like he said, filmography has changed a lot. I'm guessing that means like he just since the blades were made, so
so it's just gonna be a whole new thing, and that's why I think that even though Wesley Snipes is a good Blade, that whoever is gonna play him now, hopefully it'll be as good. He just has to totally like just destroy the part, not to be a good Blade.
The thing about Blade, since this is the first time he's been shown in a little while, she's the new actor, whoever that is, shouldn't try fitting into the shoes.
Yeah, he has to create his own Blade.
Yeah, basically. And do that. And that's the thing that a lot of people get wrong with playing old original or old characters from like that were shown once, and and that's their best version. And so they think they gotta fill in the shoes of that whoever that person was before them. But that's since new generation and new like a lot of things, they should try their own thing, not just look back and see what the original did.
Yeah, so the last Blade was in 2004, and the first Blade came out in 19.
Man, feel old, Chulo. Feel old yet? I feel old. Good. 1998. That's when I was born.
So, and they did have a series too of Blade, which was okay, and they did make a animated series of Blade. I think that it was Blade, X-Men, and Iron Man. They had like a animated series that got made by the same author. It's really good, and that is actually anime because that was made in Japan. Those ones.
An anime Blade. I would a modern anime Blade. I could dig it. I would love it.
I think it was Blade, X-Men, and an Iron Man. They actually made series. They were all really good.
Nice.
What's another? What is Blade? Is he a B-list hero? He's not an A-list. I don't think he's a C-list.
He's more of if we're talking like characters, he's B-list, but in the main universe, he's a nobody. Like not in a bad way. He's just he works alone, and he since he mainly works at night, he's rarely seen.
But wasn't he part of the Monster Avengers at one point?
Yeah, but
Man, what was it? Man Thing.
Yeah, Man Thing.
Man Thing is ripoffs. It's just ripoffs of their own characters.
Yeah, they were all just ripoffs of the original, like all the original monsters.
Yeah.
Number one in our hearts, number one on the screen. But yeah, I don't know. I wonder what other B-list heroes would be interesting to see. I know that they're making a Moon Knight show on Disney Plus, right?
Yeah.
Is
that
cool.
going
to be animated?
No,
live action.
Live action, yeah. And he's actually would be the introduction to Blade, the best way to connect him. Him and Blade that cross paths a lot.
Yeah, it'd be cool to see a lot more of the street level heroes of Marvel. Like Moon Knight, Blade, Iron Fist, Johnny Cage. I guess it was his name, Power Man.
Luke Cage, Johnny
Yeah, Luke
Cage.
Cage.
Well, I
Johnny
think
Cage. What
they do have an Iron Fist one.
Well, they
Yeah,
made a
but-
show, right?
Yeah, they made a show on Netflix. Iron Fist, Jessica Jones, and
Yeah, but they're not
Power Man.
Yeah, they're not really canon to the
To the
main
Marvel
universe.
cinematic.
The reason they other than Daredevil's continued because it's just popular. But
Yeah.
those got discontinued just because Marvel didn't care.
Oh,
Well, they didn't
'cause they
renew the
had Daredevil
contract.
and they had Punisher, which Daredevil and Punisher, those were really good series.
Well, that's what Chula said. He says he wished they would remake Punisher.
Well, they've remade that. They've remade that movie.
Bunch. Was that character just that popular?
Punisher?
Punisher. Yeah, he's
that they kept remaking movies of him.
Yeah. He's pretty much Batman who kills.
Yeah.
You know, like if people love Batman, why not get the opposite of Batman?
You know what we really need? A remake of the Elektra movie. I need to see more of my girl Elektra.
Well, I mean that we didn't do good at all either.
Oh, I know it was trash. Well, I don't think enough people even know who the hell Elektra was to care.
But I
Like,
mean,
it's
if
just
you
the
watch the
ninja movie.
Daredevil Netflix, they introduced her back to which
that movie.
Oh yeah, because they were like had like a love-hate relationship, right?
yeah, that was Daredevil's main, kind of like Batman and Catwoman, big deal.
What were we gonna say, Wolf?
Yeah, I've seen that movie. It was interesting.
Yeah,
I never really understood the story. But
Well, that was with Ben Affleck's Daredevil. That movie goes with that.
Well, I know that Elektra is supposed to be. She's pretty much the equivalent. She's like part of what the equivalent of like the League of Assassins is for Marvel,
Yes,
right?
they're the Hand.
The Hand,
the mano.
the mind.
But I don't know. So if the League of Assassins and the Hand fought, win.
Honestly, I don't know enough about the Hand. Yeah, it'd probably just be the League of Assassins. I don't know enough about the Hand though.
Well, I mean, because the League of Assassins, they actually have a leader. I've never seen the Hand's leader.
No, the Hand is just a group. It's like a court.
Yeah.
I guess a better question. No, it wouldn't be a better question because they'll get destroyed. The Court of Owls versus the Hand. The Court of Owls would win because they use reanimated bodies.
Yeah, they cheat.
They cheat.
But that's gonna be. Isn't the Court of Owls one of the main villains in the new? And aren't they supposed to be like the main? Yeah, in Gotham Knights. Yeah.
They're gonna be one of the enemies, maybe the main one.
Just so you guys,
who knows?
Just so you guys know, if you want to see Reno cosplaying as Batgirl, tune into our Gotham Knights Let's Play.
Oh yeah.
I have to play Batgirl.
Yeah, you're gonna be Batgirl.
Yeah, Batgirl.
Yeah, I'm gonna be Nightwing. He's gonna be Red Hood, obviously.
Yes.
And Nova's probably gonna be Red Robin. For those who don't know, Nova's a friend of ours, but yeah, and you're gonna be Batgirl. And we're all going to be cosplaying as our characters.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be Batman.
No. There's no Batman, not yet, at least.
Oh.
So you have to be. Maybe you can be Batwoman.
Yeah, I think
We'll
I'd be a better Batwoman.
We'll get you the fake breasts and everything, and the latex suit.
Ooh. Show every curve.
Every curve. Chulo is just like spamming hearts now.
If you're doing that, buy your wife like a Batman puppet.
Yeah.
Just show her hand, and they're just Just with her best triad of a female Batman voice.
So, quick question: if they have a new Green Lantern, it's Hal Jordan. Who's going to play him? You think?
Charlie Sheen. No.
I don't think Ryan is.
No, Ryan. Well,
he said that he would.
Yeah, but I don't think he. I think he's like PTSD from that role.
I mean, I didn't think that was that bad of a movie. It is. A lot of people hate that movie.
I mean, everybody enjoyed it.
I just think it was before its time again. It was before they were doing all these other movies, and
I mean, because he goes to the different planet and he trains as Green Lantern and stuff like that, which I like that in movies. They show the development of the character, not just okay, well, just gonna go over.
Miles Teller.
Ew. I don't know who that is.
Me and Wolf know our favorite Hal Jordan is from the show DC Superhero Girls. That's Hal Jordan.
He is, but too bad he's a voice actor.
Right. Yeah. Mr. Fantastic. He's Mr. Fantastic in the remake.
Mr. Fantastic. Oh, and Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I looked him up. I'm not sure if this was Joe. He's this guy. Come on.
It's just see a white.
You just.
He seems like he'd be young, like Green Lantern, but.
What's his name?
One more. Miles Teller.
Oh.
Spell it exactly how you think. Maybe as showing him growing up, but I don't see him much of as the Green Lantern I know. Like Hal Jordan, he's in his 30s, early 30s.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's supposed to be like a pilot in the Air Force and everything, so he can't be too young.
Yeah. So.
Oh, that's the guy who played on Footloose, the new Footloose.
Trying to think.
Miles Teller.
Hey, the guy that plays in the Taken movies.
Taken movies?
I'm not saying this for Hal Jordan,
Liam Neeson.
Yeah, who could he play? What hero do you think he'd play?
Ra's al Ghul.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, fuck.
He
did. Yeah, no, he did. He did play Ra's al Ghul.
Did he play?
And Batman Begins. Duh.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was all. He would be. Oh yeah, he was a good.
Okay.
I say he stands as a villain.
How about Will Smith?
Will Smith as who?
He was Deadshot, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. How about any other? How about Marvel heroes? Think he could play I think he could play Luke Cage. Not Luke Cage.
He's not Buffy. I'll say Shaq for that one.
Shaq. Yeah. Shaq.
Who's gonna be playing the new Black Panther?
The new Black Panther? I don't know. Is he
playing
the new Black Panther?
Yeah, because
I don't know.
In 2022, there's gonna have Black Panther.
Oh, then I don't know.
If they ever have a new actor for Black Panther, that's going to be some tough shoes to fill. Because that was very recent too. They said they're not going to recast it. Huh.
And how are they going to make?
Guess have his sister just take over the mantle or CGI the fuck out of it.
Oh yeah, and just have
his sister.
So she is going to be the main character.
Yeah, she's going to be the Panther now. Which I wonder, because they're going to have to kill off her brother, though, somehow. Like, they're going to have to, do that. Or explain why he's not there anymore and why she's the Panther now.
Yes.
Yeah, I wonder how they're going to introduce that.
Maybe only time will tell, huh?
Or they did in the What If. Killmonger ends up getting him.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that? Oh, okay, one last actor. I forget what his name is. The actor that played Agent K in Men in Black. What's his name?
Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah.
Tommy Lee Jones. Think he could play a good hero? I mean, he's kind of old now, I guess, but I mean,
He's too wrinkly.
He's too. Play the Riddler.
no, he can play Hush.
What about Brad Pitt?
Brad Pitt? Hey, what was the last movie Brad Pitt was in?
Deadpool 2. And again, tell me who do you think he played?
he was. That was CG.
He wasn't even there. He only showed up for one scene, and that's when he was dying. But
Steve Carell.
Ooh, Steve Carell is this Office guy.
Ah,
Yeah, that's the guy.
Brad Pitt could play Hercules.
no, you gotta go to The Rock. You gotta go to The Rock for Hercules.
He played a good. I mean, Brad Pitt was good in Troy.
Yeah,
I mean,
but The Rock is I want to see his play on what's Shazam's enemy?
On who's enemy?
Shazam's enemy.
Oh, Black Adam.
Black Adam.
Yeah, that's who The Rock's playing.
Well, The Rock already played Hercules.
I know, and it was fucking awesome. I want to see it again. How about The Rock's rival, Vin Diesel?
Like, don't know.
Vin Diesel plays.
Don't
Groot.
like Vin Diesel.
Fucking Poppy Chulo, Zac Efron.
Ooh, Zac Efron. Ooh, he's a good one, and he's fairly young. Don't know. Zac Efron.
Think he could play? You think he? What was that?
I feel like he could do Gambit, but he wouldn't do the voice well. He doesn't have the
Yeah, he doesn't
accent.
have that accent. I mean, he could,
But like
maybe.
he could try it, but I wouldn't want to.
You think he could do a good Nova?
Ooh, but that kind of he probably could, but that kind of ruins my wish for the Young Avengers team, like that the Ultimate Iron does.
Yeah.
But if he does that, yeah, Zac Efron could do it good Nova.
He'll play Silver Surfer.
Fucking Chulo said Wolverine. What?
No, Wolverine. No.
Cyclops.
Cyclops.
No,
we don't talk about Cyclops here.
If we're excluding the one from Deadpool, Cyclops could be Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt. Oh yeah, he's pretty enough.
Yeah.
He could play Nightcrawler.
Yes, Nightcrawler.
He'll play the White Nick Fury.
The White Nick. Oh,
Backlash.
that wouldn't cause controversy.
No, Tommy Lee should play the White Nick Fury.
Chulo, I agree that like his size and height would match for Wolverine, but I don't think he could play the attitude of Wolverine very well.
And he has he doesn't have the facial structure. Like even for base, he has a.
Can you imagine Zac Efron with sideburns?
No. Have you seen his the waffle iron? Like the waffle iron sideburns he tried. Where it's just cuts here, cut there, just like that. It was terrible.
I think Zac Efron just does better playing more comedic characters.
Yeah, Baywatch,
yeah. Do you guys know what he looks like now? I don't know. I think I'm fairly decent familiarized with what he looks like, but
I think so.
Watch, he looks like a fucking just chiseled fucking mountain man.
Oh, he grew a beard?
You play Wonder Man.
Wonder Man.
Yeah. Honestly, I see more of a Fate. Dr. Fate. He could play Dr. Fate.
Oh yeah, he would play a really good Dr. Fate.
No, Beta Ray Bill. Who will play Beta Ray?
Don't know.
Whoever the fuck they decide to voice act it, I guess.
I feel like they're gonna
Kevin
go
Hart?
from
Kevin Hart.
no. I gotta go for a taller Kevin Hart, and that would be Will Smith.
Who could he play? Who could Kevin Hart
I
play?
thought he was saying Kevin Hart should be Beta Ray Bill. Also, Beta Ray Bill is a little bit serious character.
Ooh. I know he could play the Harley Quinn, the show. What's the big headed guy?
Oh, I forget his name. The psychic guy, right?
Psychic guy.
Dr. Psycho?
Dr. Psycho?
Yeah, Dr. Psycho.
Seth Rogen.
Calendar Man.
Calendar Man, yes. Alright, well. Anyway, guys. I think that's been going on for a while. I think we've pretty well. We had good discussion about actors and stuff. We just gotta discuss our what if.
Yes.
Final. Yeah. Later, Chulo. Thanks for chatting with us. I want to say this real quick. Final thoughts of the what if. Again, this was the one I was waiting for all this time. It's one I've been looking forward to most. Unfortunately, I don't think it was the best one so far. Which is kind of sad because I think the series was getting just better and better with each episode. But I still loved it. Pang, your final thoughts before we leave?
I liked it. I agree with you. I don't think it was the best. I still like the zombie.
And Wolf?
It was the newest episode was really nice, and not the worst. I just wish it had more of a twist with the character.
Yeah, it was pretty predictable where it was going to go. As much as I hoped.
Yeah, like I just wish that they took more of a swan dive instead of just a jump off the diving board.
And Killmonger is a good villain. I mean, after a while, when he killed Tony, I hated Killmonger. I was just I mean, even in the movie though, the actor who plays Killmonger, he plays him really good because in the movie too, I was just oh man, I can't wait till he gets dethroned or whatever. And the same thing in this cartoon was I just couldn't wait till something happened to him, even though nothing really did, and that just I was just okay.
Yeah. But all right, guys. Well, as always, this is Let's Talk Nerds. I'm Hornet.
I'm Reno.
And I'm some guy.
and that's Wolf, our edgy co-host. All right. Bye, guys.